This is LOA Recon with Good Vibe Coach Jeanette Ma, where we explore the ins and outs of conscious creation to manifest our favorite dreams come true. Let's have some fun together. Okay, I'm having so much fun with myself. I just sat down to record and once again didn't have a hair tie, and I thought, I need a hair tie and I don't have one. But I practiced the ta-da, there you are, before I started looking for one in one of my pockets. And sure enough, there it was. I loved it. And then I said to myself, it's too bad I can't do that with water bottles, except I realized I had. In fact, I've done it twice now. I was recording something the other day for my Good Vibe Business Masters, and I thought I was so positive I didn't have a water bottle where I was recording. And then because I knew I had specifically rounded up all the random water bottles. So I knew I didn't have one there anymore, but I thought, but I don't want to get up and disturb all the cats and the dogs. So I just practiced that there was one there. And sure enough, when I looked over where I keep it, there it was. And it really should not, I specifically remember moving it, but there it was. It was so funny. I thought, well, I've just transported to the reality where there was a water bottle. Because yes, in the other one, I really did remove it. But hello, we're transferring between these different realities, Bashar says, billions of times per second. So why not? And then I just did it here too, when I knew I had an empty water bottle in here. But after my hair tie trick, I was like, maybe there's something in there. Oh my gosh, there is. Okay. I know it's silly, but it's kind of fun for me. All right. Anyway, welcome and thank you for joining me for another episode. This feels like a really good time to be recording for you because we are having yet another snowstorm. Here we are, practically at the end of April, on the heels of a record-breaking snowfall winter, and nature is showing she's not done with us yet. It is just amazing. Like this evidence of abundance is blowing my mind. They never run out. It's wow. Okay, so I had something I wanted to share with you. There's this new thing I've been playing with that's working really well from my vibration management practice that I thought I'd share with you in case you can get some leverage from it too. So you know how Abraham talks, well, Abraham's not the only teacher. Plenty of others talk about this, how when we feel bad, it isn't because of what's happening that's making us feel bad. It's because of the story we're telling about it. It's our perspective that determines how we feel. It's not the situation itself. When we're seeing something in a way that we don't feel fabulous about, the reason we're feeling that way is because Source does not see it that way. A higher perspective, whatever you want to call it. Source doesn't hate, doesn't blame, it doesn't fear. And when we do that, we're deviating from that higher perspective, and that's why we feel bad. So when I judge or condemn or criticize, like when I'm irritated to see the litter that the construction workers have left all up and down the road, or when I get mad at people who are letting their dogs chase wildlife in this winter, or when I'm wiping up yet another microwave mess that I didn't make, I'm not feeling bad because of the microwave mess or the litter or the disturbed wildlife. It might seem like that, but that's not why I feel bad. Abraham teaches the reason I'm feeling bad is because I'm seeing it differently than Source sees it. So it's not the situation that causes these feelings. It's the thoughts I'm thinking about it that are creating my feelings. You know what? Byron Katie has really cool teachings along these lines as well. Okay, anyway, the reason I know this is true is because it is perfectly possible. There are plenty of people who are wiping up microwave messes without complaining about it. There are people who are picking up litter that they didn't leave from people they wish weren't there without letting it put them in a bad mood. It's not the circumstances that make us feel bad. It's the thoughts we think about it. I can pick up litter griping about it, or I can pick up litter with peace in my heart, happy that I'm able to do it. Or I could leave litter with peace in my heart. The point being, peace and love are my choices to make. Griping and irritation, judgment, those are my choices to make. So it's not that this particular situation automatically makes everyone feel this particular way, or that circumstance automatically means everyone feels that particular way. It's up to us, right? We each choose. And we'll never know true freedom until we are making those choices consciously. In fact, I had just read an Abraham quote along those lines. Hang on. Let me see if I could put my fingers on this quickly. Okay, here it is. We want to speak about freedom. This is a vibrational universe. The only source that flows is the source of well-being. And physical and non-physical, we are all free to allow that well-being to flow to us and through us, or we can pinch it off. It is our call every time. Okay, I love that part. It is our call every time. You know what? I want to be making that call. I want to be consciously choosing instead of just this knee-jerk reacting to something that doesn't feel fabulous. So we know Source only ever sees everything one way. That's through the eyes of love. Source never feels bad, never worries, never condemns, never fears. Whenever I do that routine, I've deviated from my higher perspective, and that deviation is what feels bad, not the situation itself. All right, I know we know that. And then Abraham also teaches there's never a good enough reason to pinch yourself off from source energy. There's never a good time to do that. Our lives never improve by deviating from source perspective. So anytime I'm misaligned to that higher perspective, I am no longer a match for whatever it is I'd prefer to be experiencing. Instead, I become a match for more things that feel irritating or angry or whatever it is that I'm feeling. Okay, so far so good, right? We also know everything we want is because we think we'll feel better when we have it. So feeling worse is not the way there. Feeling worse just means we're headed in the opposite direction of what we want. So there's never a good reason to do that. Unless, look, we know there's nothing wrong with contrast, step one. It's part of the whole expansion routine. So there's nothing wrong with whatever we feel. It's all part of the process of evolving desire and expanding life. There's never a problem. It just means I can stop judging myself for feeling bad when I do, right? So contrast, I'm not saying let's never feel bad again. I just want to be more at choice about it all. I want to consciously be choosing when to feel bad and when not to. Okay, that might sound crazy because if you're consciously choosing, of course, you would never feel bad, right? Okay. I don't want to feel like I'm some victim to this thing that happens and then I can't help but feel bad about it. I want to be a better vibrational manager than that. I'll decide what I feel bad about. I'm in charge here. Let me pick. That's what conscious creation is all about, right? Being more deliberate about how we feel, particularly feeling better so that we can be a better match to all of our desires and let those desires manifest. Okay, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page, or at least you know where I'm coming from as I tell you what I've been playing with that has been serving me so well. There I was, walking down the road with the dogs. And the melting snow was revealing yet another layer of litter from the construction workers, and it took a slight effort there to not use a swear word in that. I'm like, what? What are they thinking? Do they think this stuff just... Did no one teach it? I don't understand. Okay, you could probably feel. I don't even need to finish my thoughts there. You could tell how I feel about it. Wait, those thoughts that I was having about it, it was ruining my walk. I mean, I was so frustrated. I picked up so much litter, and as the snow continues to melt, there's more. It's like of course it never ends because I'm mad about it. Hello. Okay, so there I am on my walk. There's more litter. I'll try not to shout. There's still more litter. And this spontaneous question came to mind. I didn't find this one on my own. It just came to me. It was, is this a good enough reason to feel bad? Is it worth it, Jeanette? The answer was no. This is not. As soon as that question came to mind, I knew, no, this is not a good enough reason to feel bad. And I loved this thought. I loved that, look, if there are reasons worth feeling bad, I don't know, maybe there are some, maybe there are, I don't know. But is this one of them? Is this one of them? And I just knew that it wasn't. I knew that it wasn't. I'm pretty sure this is not on the list of approved reasons for feeling bad. I love that thought, that there's a list of reasons worth feeling bad. I imagine it as a very short list. I don't know exactly what's on it, but I know this is not on it. And immediately, the hot air that had been starting to build in me, it just dissipated all on its own. It's like it just left me. I didn't even have to do it consciously myself. And I went back to enjoying my walk. It was magical. It was so instant. I didn't have to do a whole bunch of better feeling thoughts. I didn't have to end my walk before I could feel better. And honestly, if I can't feel better on a dog walk, where can I feel better? I just loved how instant it was and automatic. And I loved the idea of having a list of reasons, an approved list of reasons worth feeling bad. And I could just check the list. Every time I noticed myself starting to feel bad, I could say, oh, hold up. Is this on the list, Jeanette? Just check first before you get all wound up. I was like the other day, oh gosh, we had a rain. It was so dirty. All the windows are so dirty. And I can't get out to clean them because we still have, oh my gosh, we have so many feet of snow outside still. Get this. I was going out to feed the horses some carrots. And when Chad goes out to feed, the snow is still frozen, so he can walk on the top of it. But when I went out to feed carrots, the sun had been shining, so it was soft. And I fell so far. I couldn't fall any further than I fell with one leg in a soft spot. And I still wasn't touching the ground. We got a ton of snow, so I can't get out and clean windows. I can't even ask anyone else to come out and clean windows. It's just not safe. So I'm stuck looking out these dirty windows. It was a really dirty rain. And I was kind of mad about it because it's going to be a while before that snow melts and I can get out and clean the windows. I was kind of mad. And I was like, is this on the list of approved reasons for feeling bad? And I knew instantly it was not. It's not on the list. And I instantly felt better. It was just amazing. Okay, I was recording something it was for our Conscious Creator certification at Good Vibe University, and the dog barked right at the end of the recording, right at the end. Is that on the list of reasons to feel bad? No, that's on the list of reasons to laugh out loud. I'm laughing now, but in the moment, I was really irritated about it. But then I asked myself, is this worth feeling bad about? Is this on the list of approved reasons? No, it's not. I had a client cancel the session an hour before we were supposed to meet up, and I had gone to great lengths to work my day around this session, and I asked myself, is this on the approved list of reasons to feel bad? Nope, not on the list. And ta-da, I instantly feel better. I went up to go get a cookie. Oh, all the cookies were gone. And these are not just any cookies. These are the special ordered Dutch store cookies. They're not easy to replace. All of them gone. I was like, oh, is this on the list? It's not. It's not on the list. It's just like crazy cool magic. It feels like freedom. It feels like I could go tripping through life and not have to worry about so many things that used to trip me up. And as I'm imagining these made up lists, I'm realizing just how short the reasons worth feeling bad list probably is, and how long the reasons to feel good or to appreciate list is. You know, like, oh, that's cool. Chad likes cookies too. I love that we could both enjoy them. I really do. I love sharing something that Alex and I have been talking in the GVU forums about books and movies that we both like. I love it when I get to connect with someone over something we both enjoy. That's cool. And I also love that he got up in the middle of the night to eat them, and he did not wake me up. I love that too. You know, as I'm sharing this, it reminds me of that podcast. I did one on, I don't remember what it was called, but it was something like This Is Not a Real Problem podcast. And I know that in some moods for some people could be a really offensive thought, but man, did I get some leverage from that too, about just coaching myself to remember that whatever problem I think I have, it's probably not that. It's probably not a real problem. And I don't always nail it on everything because sometimes, it does seem like a real problem. But most of the time, the vast, vast majority of the time, when I consider, is this a real problem? No, this is not a real problem. And that willingness to release whatever subject it was, release it as a problem, that's what allows it to be something else for me. Isn't that cool? It's just, again, feels like magic. It's only when we declare something as a problem that makes it so. And I know that having problems just gets me more problems. Abraham says you can never get to the bottom of a problem because treating it that way, it just expands it. It just grows them. So you know how few real legitimate problems we actually have? In my version, anyway, it's very, very few. At least it's dwindling every day because I get better and better at this every day. It's one of my favorite mantras. And the construction workers are giving me practice. The dirty microwaves are giving me practice. The flooding around the basement's giving me practice. Missing cookies, I get more practice there. Dogs barking. Oh my gosh. I heard a dog barking from the neighbor's house. Didn't sound like the neighbor's dog. You know whose dog it sounded like? Mine. I look out the window. Sure enough, that's my dog standing on the neighbor's porch. Guess who he's barking at? The neighbor boy. I could tell you this without shouting at you. The neighbor boy missed his school bus and was going back home. Winston standing on his porch barking at the neighbor kid. I was so mad at him. I was so mad. And I asked myself, is this on the approved list of reasons to feel bad? It wasn't on there. That wasn't on there either. My list is so short. I don't know exactly what is on the list. I'll find out when I get there, but Winston barking at the neighbor at his own house was not on the list. You know, that was on the list of reasons to text the neighbor an apology. Oh, yeah. And she was so generous. She said, it's no problem. She laughed it off. Anyway, I've been getting a lot of mileage out of this, and I wanted to share it in case it might do that for you too. It just asking myself when I'm willing, I notice I'm feeling bad, and being willing to pause and ask, is this on the approved list of reasons to feel bad? It's helping me sidestep so many vibrational pitfalls that would have compromised my energy otherwise and my enjoyment of life. So it seemed like it was something worth sharing with my fellow creators. So I don't know what's on the list of reasons that are worth feeling bad about. I haven't run into one yet. But in the meantime, I'm letting go of all sorts of things. And that's good for my vibration. Maybe it'll be good for yours too. Thanks for listening, everyone. Happy manifesting.